You're just a kid living your little life. You're just getting started, you know, you don't have much to go off of because you kind of just came here, you know, and you have adults around you talking about how miserable they are and how appreciate these years, but they go by so fast. You become an adult and time just goes by so fast, and being an adult's miserable, and they're just packing all of this onto you as a statement rather than an option. And I feel like that's where we go wrong in life, when we start pushing the narrative onto kids that the only time in life they're gonna be happy is when they're a kid. And when you put that idea into their head, they'll be so focused on that rather than the moment they're actually in. I hated that specifically. When I was a kid, I absolutely hated when adults would just be like, growing up sucks, and just so miserable and complaining about being an adult all the time. And I was like, you're acting as if this is like no other way. Yes, don't get me wrong, being an adult comes with responsibilities and challenges and huge life things. But the adults who had that statement to tell children were the ones who were not happy with their lives, who didn't do what they really wanted to do, who chose a path that they weren't happy with. I think life is truly so simple, and we have complicated there's a lot of noises happening around me right now. So many. We have overcomplicated the fuck out of absolutely everything, and we know why, and we won't stop. The categorization of everything, the social media glorification of absolutely everything, thinking everything you see online is just the truth and has to be this way. You think all these aesthetics and boxes are something you have to be inside of, when it's like, I was just recently telling a friend about how I think that the categorization of everything has its pros and cons online. You know, the positives are like, you find people that you like, things, you have a name for something, you kind of have, or feel like you're in control of something, and it's like like-minded people. But the cons is like, it's unhealthy standards and weird it's weird to, it gives extra self-esteem issues when you aren't completely fitting into this box. It's not entirely our fault as adults. It's not our fault that we are in systems that we didn't ask to be a part of. Governments and leaders and all of this bullshit that's outside of our control is absolutely terrifying and unpredictable, and, you know, not the most comforting experience ever. And that is something to complain about. Don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's miserable. Everything outside of us is so scary. It makes me want to sob uncontrollably. But we just need to think about the control we do have. Making choices that we actually want to make, and not just wait for the right moment. It is so simple. Everything is simple. I just don't understand why we've needed to complicate the hell out of everything. That the things that are in our control. But you never know. You know, it's scared. Letting go. I would consider myself to be somewhat spiritual. I don't know. I believe everything's kind of connected and endless and temporary. So what the fuck are you doing? Don't overcomplicate shit anymore. Seriously. It is so simple. It is unbelievably simple. I have moments all the time where I'll catch myself being like, okay, but my brain will be all over the place, and I'm like, Sarah, why are you doing this? Or specific generations of adults will hear my generation complain about certain things, and then for some reason make these statements as if that's their goal, if that life that they have now is their goal. Ever since I was a child, I've always believed there's nothing remotely normal about the systems that are in place, about schooling and money and governments, politics. None of that makes any fucking sense to me. I saw this one post the other day that was like, I wouldn't be able to be president because I would just want the best for everybody. And for some reason, that's like a weird concept, to want the best for everybody. It's like we can't, the options, politics nowadays should not be a meme because people's lives are at stake. It is very funny. It is very funny that idiots are in charge. That is the one thing we have consistently been good at our entire existence, is being idiotic and then people dying at the hand because of that. That's the one thing we have been consistent with, is murdering each other. What? Why is that normal? Like, what do you mean? It needs to be simple. If you're living a life right now, hey, you are. Congratulations. Shh. Right, that's my next point. If you're living a life that you're not happy with, there is no other decision than to just change that. Because there will always be something in your control. It's a matter of how you look at life. I'm a huge believer in you literally make your own reality. We didn't need to complicate it this much. We really didn't. Everything has to be so AI based now. What's the purpose behind that? Truly, what does that do for us? There are so many benefits for AI and we're just like making it so stupid. What are you doing? Like, what? A lot of the things we're living through, a lot of the things we're going through and experiencing, we're not supposed to have it be normal. But for whatever reason, we contribute to it as if we don't have a choice. I saw this video last night, I think, and it was this train interview, and this guy's like, what is your hot take? And the other guy was like, no social media, everything should be turned off for 1 day a week. And the fact that people were disagreeing is crazy to me. You care about that shit so much that it bugs you. One time, I'm not going to specify who, but I was on a walk with somebody, like just around town, and they were on their phone. I am not exaggerating. They did not look up from their phone once. Their head was down the entire 20 minutes we were walking. I was like, number one, that can't be comfortable. Number two, hello? Media consumption being somebody's only hobby, I just cannot be friends with people. The fact that there's systems set up in place so that people continue to starve? What? Like, you can't just give people food? Because this is this way. Yeah. Money has value. This is why you can't print more money, because money has value. Our entire argument there is the fact that it shouldn't have as much value as it does, in the sense that people are dying behind it. Like, does that not? The reason that I'm so upset with the world and what we've done with it is because there are other options. Always other options. Always. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a little rant. I don't know if I'm even gonna post this. What was I just saying before that? Like, aesthetics are cool and whatnot, and like, whatever, but oh my god. The more you are of anything that is you is better than if you're something that is too much of what you're not. So philosophical. But like, see how simple that is? See how simple everything is? And you just complicate that one of it for no reason. Is it 1:33? There's so much that just isn't fair. And I can't describe how angry it makes me. I don't like what we've made it. I don't like that we've made it something that's like, if you're not doing enough of this, you're not good enough. I don't like that it's like, we weren't built to see this many faces every single day. We weren't built to have all of this media at our hands in an instant, because it just speeds everything up. This is not healthy. Like, I don't know, a comment once on a video that I is now removed, because I was complaining about how we are so miserable and we won't do stuff to change it, and how media consumption can be so unhealthy, and how if it's your only hobby, it's kind of like, I don't want to associate with you if that's only your life, and it's like, it makes you untrustworthy. I got a lot of hate comments on that, and people are like, L take, this is stupid, why are you saying that? I'm like, case in point, see how you're getting defended? Like, I'm not saying you can't consume media, I'm just saying the way that the fuel behind it isn't healthy. Like, that's all I'm saying. I deleted it because I was like, okay, this is not reaching the right people at all. I still consume media. I'm just not a psychopath about it. Anyway, it just feels so like let down when I meet somebody or I reconnect with somebody and I learn that they're just robots with human hair. Like, wake the fuck up. It's exhausting. Like, wanting to connect with somebody. It's so exhausting wanting to connect with somebody and they're just a robot. The moments where I break said robot, I kind of short circuit them. Ew. I've Alright. Yeah. That's just the truth. Like, slow the fuck down, wake up, don't complicate your life. It's so simple. Get the fuck off of your phone. If you don't think that's normal, don't keep doing it. Like, and have your own personality, please. Like, please. I don't want to be friends with robots anymore. Truly, I'm sorry. We did have one day a week with no social media. Like, everything got shut down in the entire world for a day, which I don't know, that's not realistic. That wouldn't happen because, you know, world leaders like to just talk shit on Twitter and they wouldn't survive without it. And, like, you know, people get banned off of apps and then create their own because they're just so upset that they can't be on the internet anymore. Oh, we love America. Yeah. Be the light. If you don't see any in the world, become it. Please keep doing your best. Okay, bye.